Hello there and greetings dear student. In this particular set of video, let us go forward and see through what is the practical perspective indeed for getting started with Google Analytics. When you indeed want to go forward and implement Google Analytics code on your website, there are few basic steps that you indeed need to follow. The first and foremost one out there is to go forward and log into google.com/analytics. You need to go through and visit this particular URL, and therein you will be required to sign up across with your Google account ID, the same ID which you use for browsing across videos on YouTube, or which you use for checking through your Gmail account. You can go forward and use that, or secondly you can even create through a new one if required. So let me go forward and show you the steps to do through the same. Out here in Google Analytics, you can see through this particular screen wherein you are shown the page with the help of which you can get started with this activity. So let me show you idly how this page comes through across. You need to go through on google.com/analytics and pass going across onto it. Now if you would be already having an existing ID, or you would have been signed in into your particular browser screen with your existing ID, then you would be taken directly into your own interface. So for example, this is the very first landing page to get started with Google Analytics. On the top right hand side there is the sign in button, and within the sign in button you have the first link to sign in across to Google Analytics. And as soon as I click across on the same, I am taken through into my particular interface, which is showing me data about websites which I am managing through this ID. Now as this is a pre-existing ID, this is the page where I am being taken across to. But in the scenario of it being and a new account itself, like on this particular screen, I have logged in with one of my IDs where I am not using Google Analytics till now. So this would be ideally the first screen which even you should be seeing when you log on to Google Analytics for the very first time. So past seeing this screen, you need to go forward and click through on this sign up button. As soon as you click across on this sign up button, you'll be taken across onto this particular page where you need to go forward and input through details about your website, as well as about your name of your account, as well as your website URL. And then past that, there are some settings related to time zone and other mechanism. So this is the next step which is to be done through, but I'll be first sharing with you some insights regarding what is the structure of an Google Analytics account, and then would be continuing showing you across how you can perform this particular step. But that will happen through across in our next video. Out here, just want to actually brief you about how you get started. And one basic comment which I would like to share across with you is that when you get started with this process, do make sure that your company or the particular organization for which you are doing this activity has not already installed or is not already having Google Analytics implemented on their website. If that is the scenario, these steps are not something which you would be following through, but in that scenario you will directly be only getting access to that particular Google Analytics account and that particular website indeed. How that is done, we'll be definitely seeing in one of our videos going forward, when we learn through about different set of permissions and different set of mechanism related to user management. But if you are doing this for the very first time, this is indeed the step to follow, and I would definitely want each and every one of you that even if you are having access to an older account, or you would have probably maybe practiced through this stuff previously, go forward and create through or sign in through with this process which I have just shown in this video through a new account Indeed, because I will be showing you a process by which we'll be tracking complete data and doing that afresh on a kind of a blog or a website which we would create. So definitely do through this process, and I'll be sharing more details in the next video. Thank you.